stops us in our tracks. Bravely we prove in our striving, trudging together each day. Where there's a will, there's a way.
All right. Good afternoon. Sharing won't take me as long because now I only shared to one other group besides my stuff. So, sometimes groups change admins and the group kind of changes and it's tough. And it goes to their head. There's nothing worse than a person running a recovery group and it's gone to their head. So I don't even call Trudging Together on Facebook my group. I call it our group because there's other people involved, right? And it's our thing. It's not my thing. Now doing the daily trudge, that's kind of my thing, right? So I have my own thing, but then I put it in our thing, right? So if you ever see something uplifting or something you like, share it in the group, man. We need more of that. Group is running great. I mean, we've got plenty of stuff going on. There's gonna be more coming up. Um, you're gonna be seeing posts for a lot more events, different types of groups that are going on in our community. And this kind of been the process of me healing this year. So, um, man, okay. If you don't want to watch, don't click on the fucking video. All right. If you're here, please say hello, whether you're watching the live or the rewatch. And of course, welcome to the Daily Trudge. My name is Dion. I will be your host. One more thing before we get going. I know nobody's here. That's okay. Um, you know, I know that our kids are going to, you know, it's nice when our kids come around and say, I love you. I'm proud of you. Um, and this is just for me. Okay. Um, if my child wrote me a handwritten letter or told me that they were proud of me, I certainly would not ask them to write something up and post it on Facebook. That's very private to me. Okay. But I wouldn't necessarily ask them to do that. Okay. I'm not saying anybody is. It's just I saw something and it was situational in my head. And we tend to do things like that. And what are we really trying to get? We're trying to get people to notice us. We're looking for attention, is what we're looking for on that. Okay. So let's talk about the what ifs and the lurking notions. Okay. This topic actually has to do with living in the moment. These are the things that distract us. Some of them. I should have put worldly clamors in there also because that would fit the bill here. But these are things that distract us from doing what it is that we need to do. Okay. Why am I bringing it up? Because last couple of days I kind of been what if in myself. And it creates no good. I haven't been staying there, but it was like, what if this happened this way, and what if it happened, and we can't worry about that stuff. You know, I hear this a lot with relapses, and I know it's hard because I have nightmares about losing my sobriety. Okay, it used to be like in my nightmares, they didn't pick on my 6.5 years, but now they are. And now I wake up, I think I lost my 6 years. And no. And when I add more to that, I will get more dreams like that. It's all I also notice that my dreams will they'll get worse when I'm changing and growing. It's almost like it's fighting, but it's not winning. So, okay. So, I what ifed on how much time I would have if I wouldn't have relapsed because I feel um well that's not part of it, so I'm not going to talk on it. Um, and I would have a lot of time. I ended up not adding it up because why? It'd probably be 30 something years, but I can't do math that quick in my head, right? Maybe there's certain situations that are going on right now that are kind of bugging you. Maybe they're bigger. Maybe someone just passed. That that happens in our life more frequently than we'd like. Okay. Some people unfortunately pass because of the disease. Some people die sober. And my friends, that's the goal. That's the goal. Anybody that dies sober, I celebrate. I celebrate it. Okay. Um, my wife's uncle's passing. I've been what ifing myself on that. I don't know why this one's affecting me harder. I wasn't too close with him myself, but it's my wife, and I'm very connected to my wife. But it does hurt that he died of an overdose of something that I speak on quite frequently. And um somebody else gave him those pills. So I consider him dying sober. I do. You know. He hadn't had a drink of alcohol in quite some time, many, many months. Okay. And he had alcohol dementia. Right. So now we're going through a series of things because of wrongful death suits. And that can be, I'm glad my wife is handling it. I'll just say that because, man, how frustrating. I mean, we couldn't even do much for his funeral because we didn't have the death certificate, right? Okay. But you know what? His wake and the reception was great. We didn't, we're not a family that needs a lot of money. We really don't. We just we just need some space and a little bit of food, and we seem to do pretty good. You know, nobody in my family's rich, things like that. At least not that I'm aware of. Right. But what are lurking notions? What are lurking notions? That's going to be something along the lines of, my girlfriend's leaving for the weekend. Nobody will know that I'm going to be able to drink. Those are what we call lurking notions. And lurking notions can be bad because it's probably going to happen. And if you've trained your brain, that's the action you're going to take. Guess what? You're going to take it because you've literally told your mind what to do. Right. So, all right. I just felt like talking for a little bit, so I figured I'd come on here. Thank you, anybody that watched the rewatch. I love you. Peace out. Have a day.